In the previous video, I flew from one of the smallest airports in the world, located in Laos, to Hanoi, Vietnam for a layover before my flight to Taiwan for the final leg of my backpacking journey. After converting the remainder of my Laotian money, I arrived in Hanoi with $13.45 to my name. So let's see what we can do with that in a day. I was pretty excited because it was my first time in Hanoi. I've only been to Ho Chi Minh City, referred to as an academic center different from Hanoi, which is known for being a cultural hub. So I guess we're in the right place for some authentic local food.
Our first stop is some good egg coffee,
which is a Vietnamese specialty.
This whole stretch sells egg coffee, but I'm gonna try this one because apparently it's famous.
I didn't get to try this previously, so this was one of my most anticipated things, also because I'm a huge coffee fan. You know, you're in Vietnam when you see long and narrow walkways, and also cute tiny chairs and tables. I was led up to the second floor for more seating.
Damn, this place is huge.
I found a cozy spot and waited patiently for my egg coffee. For those who don't know, egg coffee is basically an espresso topped with a meringue-like fluff made with whipped sweet condensed milk and egg. It came in a water bath to keep it warm. This was so deliciously creamy and eggy.
So good, it's like a dessert.
I was tempted to order other variations that looked more exciting, but
I haven't tried egg coffee before, so I wanted to try like the OG. Oh, they're so good.
After the perfect start to my day, it's time to head to the next spot for some good beef pho, recommended by my man, a Viet food fanatic. The quintessential Vietnamese dish, beef pho, with loads of scallions, which is unlike any other pho I've seen. And of course I had to get the dough fritters to go with the beef broth, which I will struggle to finish later. To be honest, I'm not inclined to Vietnamese cuisine because it always looked and tasted very healthy, which just goes to show how trashy my current diet is. But when I tried this, my impression of the cuisine changed. The noodles were springy and fresh, and for a clear broth, it was surprisingly flavorful with a strong beefy taste. The fried dough fritters were also airy, the perfect vessel for yummy soup essence. The beef slices were a little bland, probably because the flavor seeped into the soup, but meat lovers will be happy to know that they gave a generous portion of meat, almost as plentiful as the scallions. This felt like a true Viet experience where you sit alongside locals who are all here for the same purpose, and the only thing on the menu, some good beef pho. After that filling meal, I needed a break from eating, so I decided to take a walk by a nearby lake that turned out to be a tourist attraction site featuring a temple on an island, which works out great for my one-day itinerary. Yep, the temple had an admission fee, but the lake was free, of course. After digesting, I guess we are ready for our next meal. But before that, I noticed I was surrounded by coffee shops. And so I decided to try this one because it was calling out to me. I must have ordered the wrong one because this tasted like a regular latte. I wanted Vietnamese coffee, but oh well. I guess we're here for the vibes.
My umbrella for $8, a little bit expensive, but it's good quality, I guess. I had to buy it from Circle K because I don't have enough cash and only Circle K accepts card. So, but hopefully I have enough to eat Bún Chả,
which is the final thing on our list before we head to the airport. With an unassuming entrance, this shop is tucked away down an alley, which is such an interesting use of space. The kitchen runs along the alleyway, open for all to see. I knew this was gonna be a uniquely Vietnam experience. Speaking of, this dish is a Hanoi specialty consisting of grilled pork belly, white rice noodles, meatballs, and fresh veggies. It's a lot to take in, so here's a summary. I had no idea how to begin, but I guess we can start off with the spring rolls. This was crisp to perfection. Not sure what they had in there, but it was tasty. Next, dip the rice noodles in the sauce containing the meat. The sauce was slightly sweet, citrusy, and refreshing, which went well with the greasy meats. Not a fan of fatty meats, so I preferred the meatballs, which was so juicy, smoky, and delicious. And not saving the best for last, we have my week's worth of veggies. Overall, I think it's worth a try, but I'm not a fan of it, though it is extremely worth for the portion size. This was only possible because I negotiated one less spring roll even though the usual set comes with two, to which the store auntie kindly obliged. $13.45 definitely bought me a lot of yummy food in Hanoi, but what I actually wanted was buy more time. One day was too little to soak up the rich culture Vietnam had to offer. In the same spirit, I had to buy me a true Viet coffee before I left, which followed me on the plane because Hanoi does that to you. And of course, some Vietnamese snacks. This also marks the end of the solo backpacking series because I will be joining my partner in crime in Taiwan. So I guess I'll see you in...
Barely out of the station and look where we are.
Huh? What?
Two, not one, two donuts. But the selection does look good.